Advertising is a cutthroat business. This world is not kind to advertising agencies. They'll chew them up and spit them out. If you're not competent, you're not up to speed, you're not doing something right. But you just start clawing and scratching and swimming. That's what you do.
Here we are. A piece of business is up for grabs. Every ad agency in America wants to be invited to that process to win that piece of business. We are competitive. The desire to be the winning team is huge.
Here they come. Here we go.
Here we go.
WGCW, if you wouldn't mind having a seat on the right side here.
Great. This won't be too awkward.
Competition is the business. I mean, shoot, how you gonna win an account? You gotta slug it out in the gladiator arena with all these other naked, glistening, sword-wielding agencies.
It's always awkward being in the same room with the competition. Of course, you're sizing them up, and I'm sure that the same thing is happening on the other side.
Me and a guy named Court Crandall, we started off with 100-some employees. We've done a lot of national visible work over the years. Alaska Airlines, T-Mobile, most notably ESPN. We've done a lot of work in the fast food category, most notably Quiznos. So now we've got Subway here, who is the largest chain in the world, millions of dollars in budget, and thousands of locations across the planet. This is our second big at-bat on a national stage in this category. We learned a lot from our experience with Quiznos. Hopefully that'll work in our favor as we go into the pitch. We pride ourselves on our creativity, being unexpected. We don't like playing it safe. It's about doing things that no one has ever seen before.
We're a medium-sized agency that lends the whole feeling of family. We have a little bit of a split personality because there's a Southern gentility that has washed into the culture of the agency, which is awesome because we are in North Carolina. People are just a little bit more accepting down here, a little bit more polite. We have a little saying, no allowed. But at the same time, there's like a fierce competitiveness within our agency. You're challenged every day to come up with it.
Me and Liz are generally responsible for all of the work that comes out of the agency. When we ask clients and client organizations to take risks, it's because we've taken risks. We understand what it means to put everything on the line for something you believe in.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
So thank you all very much for coming in here today.
Tony Pace, he's a really, formidable figure because he's been in the business a really long time, and that's not easy to do. When the CMO is talking, it's not about us. Shut up and listen.
At Subway, we're always looking for new people to help us build our brand, and that's why we've invited you two here today.
So the specific thing that we're talking about today is an assignment for breakfast. And we launched breakfast in April of 2010. And we've gotten to a certain level, and we want to take it to the next level. So what we're here to talk about today is focusing on a single demographic target,
And that is consumers aged 18 to 24.
You know, one of my pet phrases is, I don't want SOS, otherwise known as same old Subway. So you got to do something that is going to be additive to people's knowledge of Jared and knowledge of the Subway brand.
So I'm sure you guys were forced to use animals when you were working with Quiznos. We're not a fan of animals. We're not a fan of animals in food. We are familiar with WDCW because we know that they did a Quiznos campaign that didn't appear to do too much in the marketplace, and certainly was not a favorite of ours. But maybe the second time at bat they do a little better than the first time. WDCW is really more of a quirky agency, but quirky could be very appropriate when you're talking about reaching 18 to 24-year-olds. McKinney's got a good reputation as a strong agency. We'll see what people have to bring.
But come back and really show us the stuff that you have passion for based on what you say, okay?
Right.
See you in a minute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
You can do 1 million brilliantly executed, flawless things. You make one mistake, they're only going to remember you for that one mistake. Welcome to advertising.
Thank you. Fresh air. Oh.
Excited?
Yes. You already have some ideas.
I bet you do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're gonna have to run those through me, though.
Subway is not just the largest fast food chain. I mean, it really is one of the largest chains in the world. For us, that's huge exposure and really exciting to get to work on something that really is that popular.
I think getting 18 to 24 to have breakfast, that's gonna be a bitch, man.
Don't do the same old Subway. He says, we always strive to keep it fresh. So I really want to take that to heart. And again, I'd rather us push it a little bit further and pull you guys back. There's no software that can write a great idea yet. There will be, but not right now. But great ideas, creativity, inspiration that comes from the soul can still rule the day. That's what Tony said. He wants something with conviction and a recommendation. But we think that they've really got to push 18 to 24, right? And I'd rather go down in flames with what we think the right answer is. I'd rather bring it and lose.
They want to see multiple ideas, give them enough to get super excited about them.
18 to 24-year-olds, this is the opportunity and the challenge. This is a time when people start habitualizing the thing they're going to do for the rest of their lives at breakfast. With the brief, targeting 18 to 24-year-olds, naturally, we're not going to leave it up to me and Liz. We're going to, have some younger people work on it. I mean, that just makes sense. There's a level of trust involved. At some point, you have to let the reins go. It's time to grow up and get a real breakfast and stop, having whatever it is, bar or Egg McMuffin or beige bull.
Anybody can come up with an idea. That's not special to us. But I'm not sure that anybody can come up with an idea knowing that they have less than 24 hours to do so, and the future of their agency's account depends on you coming up with that idea. I don't think everyone can do that.
We're going to be working around the clock trying to get this done. If we don't have it figured out by Friday night, we're in trouble.
We're screwed.
So there's a pencils down and we're printing.
The way it felt when I found out I was going to be working on Subway was sheer terror. I am completely and 100% driven by fear of, am I going to be able to come up with something?
I think the other thing, too, is I want to win. It's off to the races. This is about winning for McKinney. We want to win.
Did you guys kill it last night?
We had fun. Didn't say kill it. I mean, we like our stuff, but, we'll see.
I think it's very difficult for the creators to present to us internally in a big room. There's a lot of nerves, a lot riding on these ideas. They're presenting to their bosses, but they have to present with confidence. In the true spirit of the democracy, we're going to go ahead and have each of the teams present to everybody stuff that's really good. Everybody starts talking about the stuff that's really bad. Nobody talks about, so...
Who wants to go first?
Who's going to ozer it?
So Melissa and I concepted basically this idea of Greasy Town. So a town, it's this town, Blandness, this town called Greasy Town. So there's one guy who isn't going to take it anymore, a guy named Marvin Freeman. Armed with nothing more than a modified golf cart, he drives, the bullhorn in his hand, and the conviction in his heart that people deserve better.
Any thoughts from these guys on how to pump up Greasy Town, or, I mean... I don't know what to do with it at this point. It's just too much, too much work. It's almost like you're starting over again. Yeah. So that's safe to say? Yeah. Okay.
So one thing we thought is, like, when you're half asleep, half awake, if you could have the one thing that motivates you, which is, I got to get to Subway, and just basically all you can get out of your mouth is Go Subway. And then we resolve this thing by people actually going into Subway or taking that first bite of the sunrise melt and their eyes open.
I think it's purposely nonsensical. That's the thing. But as you think about what it's trying to do, it starts to catch on.
What'll happen sometimes is they'll come up with a very good concept, but then how do you execute it? What is the specific spot?
The zombie state is so, yeah, so.
Hey, we like to talk to
This is the time where you should come up to Michelle.
You know, that's the kind of shit I like. That's awesome.
The light bulb kind of went off for me, I think. We call it having legs. So if it's got legs and it starts to walk and then it runs, what you saw was how the ideas start to run. They just start to generate themselves.
All right, so think about it.
All right.
Okay, do this. So we decided to go with two teams. We did Meg and Stevie, and then Jenny and Will. They were sort of the right age, the right mindset.
Who wants to go first?
Oh, don't all jump at once. It is a total competition. There's no question about it. Both teams are going to want to be the team that has the winning idea.
A big part of my self-worth comes with knowing that I can come up with an idea no matter what it's for, no matter what the circumstances. And you want to be the one who gets their campaign out there because people are going to see it. The first sort of execution is find your morning match. People who like to get up early and have breakfast all have something very special in common, that they like a good breakfast, but that doesn't mean we're all the same. Our breakfast sandwich matchmaker would help you find somebody who might be a good match for you, because you can learn a lot about somebody from the kind of breakfast sandwich they like.
What's the difference between that and online dating? I mean...
Nothing, really.
Well, because
it means you're actually judging who you want to date by their sandwich.
I mean, technically...
You see some unlikely pair wind up at a Subway that have been matched up. I don't know
Can
if
it
it's...
end with them both eating the same footlong from opposite ends?
No, it absolutely cannot. That's disgusting.
You guys done?
Yeah.
You want to be the one that wins the assignment and, you know, has the idea that goes forward. But yeah, you always hope that your idea is the one that makes it alive. You hope to be better than them. You bust your ass so that you can make sure you're better than them.
We had an idea for basically like people who need to start fresh, to mafia guys like burying a body and they're shoveling dirt, and then they just start singing about like the dawn just starts to break, and so they break into song about how they're going to start fresh. And
all right.
Cool. This Subway breakfast sandwich was like a miracle in my mouth.
No, keep going.
There's guys behind them doing color commentary, like commentating on their breakfast. Or somebody doing an interpretive dance.
wait, that was the interpretive dance?
Maybe there's cheerleaders who, while you're in there, like pep you up and tell you how great you are. Or maybe a professional massage therapist gives you a foot massage while you eat your breakfast. I just think that's funny. I mean, that'd just be a funny visual, somebody eating breakfast and getting their...
Okay.
The sandwich artists who make breakfast sandwiches while talking about them as art.
Wow.
Okay, well...
That was a quite a start.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is that all you got?
Is that all you got? Yeah.
So, okay, so the direction that we have, we're digging because it's a line, and so the line is let's fix breakfast.
Do you like it? I think it's great.
I think it's really good.
You guys,
let's fix breakfast.
Let's fix breakfast. Make it awesome. We have to keep a close eye on the young creative teams. The Subway pitch is critical in so many ways. I just want to go and do it myself. It's always nerve-wracking when you just put complete trust in them.
We just mentioned to Tracy, incidentally, something that we were talking about earlier, which was the thought of a Zambi, which is a zombie, but capital A-M. A-M.
Get it? A.M.
A Zambi is basically a lifeless, brainless breakfast zombie. We're speaking to 18 to 24-year-olds who are in a zombie-like state in the morning to go to Subway to get breakfast.
Attention, breakfast zombie. Zambi, and then big titles, attention Zambi. Do not be Zambi. Have breakfast worth wake up for. No go place with big M. Choose breakfast you like. So something like that where it's just like, or appreciate it.
This is great. I could grab this thing. It's like, it's memorable and it's funny. I really love this Zambi idea. It's unique. WDCW prides itself on unexpected breakthrough work. I think we feel that Zambi really delivers on that, and that's why we're pushing this thing full speed ahead. Done. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you think he can, like, rap on command? Like, spur of the moment, improv. Do you think he can do that? Or do you think because I'm sure he wrote the one he did in the video, like, beforehand.
Stevie goes, oh, you guys have to see this funny video about breakfast that this rapper did. So she pulls it up and plays it.
Click on it.
There it goes.
Yo, yellow, cheese, eggs, white, pancake batter. Put a little bit up on the skillet when it starts to bubble, flip it over with your spatula.
I'm like, we gotta get that guy. This guy had gone up to like 4 million and some odd 100,000 hits. So it just went from looking at a video that we knew was gaining in speed. When you start to think about this target audience and where we should connect with them and how we should connect with them, he's definitely a personality. Stevie and Meg just have taken this thing and have decided that it can be its own idea.
Hey, Mac Lethal, this is Jonathan. I'm the creative director.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Good, man. Thanks for hopping on with us. This guy called Mac Lethal, he is going to work on some Subway breakfast rap ideas.
So the main thing, you know, like their tagline right now is eat fresh. So anything having to do with fresh, we're talking about maybe using some language about starting fresh or getting a fresh start or having a fresher breakfast, all of those kinds of things.
I almost wonder if we maybe did, on Monday I do the Chipotle sauce, on Tuesday I do the ranch dressing. It's like I switch my menu up. Like, how do you do your Thursday at Subway?
Right.
Perfect.
You know,
Perfect.
All the stuff you're talking about is what we're going for.
So we look really smart for picking you.
Yeah.
talk to you guys on Wednesday morning.
Yeah,
Great.
talk to you then.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
I mean, if we've got to use that rap guy, then I guess.
Like, he's one, I would use him for one thing.
Right.
Like, while you were getting your sandwich together, he's, like, sitting next to you, standing next to you. Like,
They're going to hate that guy.
everybody wants to be the golden pony. Everybody wants their idea to be the one that everyone's like, oh. It's hard because I'm a passionate person. There's a motor that doesn't stop and that won't ever stop and that doesn't give up.
Is that rap guy gonna totally suck if we clean it up and like make it acceptable to Middle America? That's gonna be lame.
I'm not doing it.
It was just like bizarre. I mean, how sort of perfect it was. I'm sure something's going to go horribly wrong in the next 2 days. We could hear where he is on Wednesday morning and be like, oh my God, the guy's on another planet. It's just like not, everything we thought was not what we thought. We're 48 hours into this or whatever it is, and we got to be pretty much wrapped up in 72 hours. We're on a very accelerated timeline, so proof will be in the pudding.
Come on, up for school. All right, get in the shower. Seriously, one time and up, okay? Shower. Do not make me come back. Come on, Dad's not here to do the 3 times in a row, right? I give you one wake-up call and that's it.
My husband's in Las Vegas at a convention, and it's like a joke around here when he's gone because he does everything, and I just try to keep people alive and fed in some way, shape, or form.
I'm gonna make you toast with peanut butter, because that's all we have. Okay. Will you eat it? I won't burn it. I'll try not to burn it.
Being a woman in this industry, I have definitely made sacrifices. There's not a day where I'm not, burning a piece of toast or missing a load of laundry in order to do what I have to do. For me, that's a balancing act that I've been working on perfecting for, 18 years, and I still don't have it down. If I had been a stay-at-home mom, my entire family would be in psychotherapy now. They probably will be someday anyway, but Like I wasn't cut out for it, and I knew that about myself. And in fact, I would say that working makes me a better mother, just because my kids seeing me have a career and liking it is good for them.
One is a Let's Fix Breakfast. And so what it is a croissant witch with a bite taken out of it, so it looks kind of old and sad, yells at this line of beautiful Subway sandwiches for not appreciating how fresh they are. And the croissant witch is like, oh yeah, you think it's bad, you think you've got it bad, you could beat me. I've been sitting under a warmer for 6 hours.
Okay.
It's just a Subway flatbread and it's sitting next to an energy drink, and the energy drink just goes, hi, 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 and then the Subway sandwich just knocks it over. We're not done yet. The Subway sandwich is just sitting next to a bear claw, and the Subway sandwich is like, you disgust me. And the bear claw's like, oh no. And the Subway sandwich just goes, you should be ashamed. And the bear claw goes, I hate myself. And closes, like, it's funny, right? You're constantly coming up with these things that you love, that you want to hold on to, and you have to put them out there and watch them get slaughtered.
That's fine. I need to see it right now. Because to me, it starts just going all over the place. It's not tight. It doesn't feel tight.
Then kill the energy drink, and the bear claw will be biggest loser.
All right, I just took it out.
Jenny and Will have a thought about Let's Fix Breakfast. We're going to take it in. We've decided to go in with 2 ideas. We've got Stevie and Meg's idea, which is freestyle breakfast, and we've got Jenny and Will's idea, which is Let's Fix Breakfast. I will not sleep well until they start to get more solidified.
And this works. No be Zambi.
I like that you give people the opportunity to speak Zambi to the sandwich artist.
So do we first have to tell people what a Zambi is?
I don't know. I just want something memorable.
No be Zambi doesn't. I'm super confused as to what a Zambi is. Trust me, there is no chance they are going to think this campaign is anything like they've ever done. No chance.
No be Zambi is, I think, our riskiest idea. It looks so different from anything Subway's done.
If we agree it doesn't work, then we kill it. Yeah. But I want to give it a shot because I don't want to kill it before we try. If we try and it doesn't work, fine. I don't know. Just humor me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think the Zambi idea is very risky, but we have to go in with what we believe. This is who we are. You never succeed if you go against your gut.
We're getting ready to get on the phone with Mac Lethal here in about 5 minutes, and I'm pretty excited to hear what he comes back with.
Okay. Yeah, so over here is Stevie and Meg. They're the creative team. So without further ado, I'm going to actually pass it on over to the creative team, and yeah.
Let's listen.
Let's hear what you got. Okay.
Every single day, you wake up feeling so hungry. You want to start fresh, but you're still eating greasy brown food that tastes so yucky. It's so disgusting. What a waste of money. Wake up your taste buds and get a fresh start at Subway. We're not eating subs for dinner. No, these are breakfast sandwiches. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wake up your taste buds. Get a fresh start at Subway.
That's really good.
Awesome.
You're the best, dude. Thanks, guys. Talk to you. Thank you.
So, like, what are the visuals that go along with those lyrics?
Yeah. I mean, it could literally be like the ingredients.
Could be what?
Ingredients.
Like we're food shots?
Yeah.
No food shots.
I'm wondering if the...
What,
like the
no food
brand
shots
one
where? In the commercials?
I mean, like I don't think we should like cut to like the thing of like I don't think that should be like and
Well, we're
here's
gonna
our beautiful
have, guys, we're
footage.
gonna have to show food somewhere.
When you have an idea that is maybe on the perimeter of what the brand might like, you know you're taking a risk. Stevie and Meg, they've almost got to work backwards and now figure out like what's the actual advertising that goes with it. I have a pit in my stomach, like we don't have it. we don't have it.
We're not saying not show food at all, but
we're saying like we're not going to cut away from him and like zoom in on juicy tomatoes flying through a stream of water. We've got to keep him as...
Guys, it's a TV commercial.
I know, that we want people to watch.
I don't know what the you guys are thinking.
It feels like you and Liz have an idea of what you want it to be, and we don't want to go spin our wheels in the wrong direction.
Here's my idea. It doesn't have to look like a YouTube video. It could look like the most over-the-top music video, and it could still be good and funny.
We thought it was a bad idea to fill the whole video or commercial or whatever form it was going to take with a bunch of food shots and logos and stuff, because that's like the first indicator to somebody that this is about to be a commercial and you should stop paying attention.
So that's the only page I'm on. I have a hard time seeing how that style is going to lend itself to an awesome shot of a sandwich at some point.
Yeah, but we've also seen lots of videos of people who have been co-opted from YouTube that have been given the chance to do high production videos, and it comes off feeling forced.
Well, that's all up to us and who we would get to do it and what the concept is. And I don't know any of what that would be from you guys. This is what's so hard about this business. People ask me about, creativity, and it is great. It is creative, but it's pressure too, because it's not go paint a painting. It's go be creative and make sure you do this and make sure you do that and make sure you do it in the next 24 hours. See you then. Do you want to come in?
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are arguing about.
I don't know what we're arguing about either.
We're not arguing.
I just want to I want to go make something.
I want you guys to go make something too. What do you think? What do you think I want?
I can only talk to you guys so much before I have to, we have to present something.
Right, I know, and I just want to go make it.
Well, okay. Do you need me to give you permission to do that, or what?
No, but we keep having to have these conversations.
You get attached to the concept and the way everything fit together really nicely, and now it's kind of unwound, which is sad. Do we have a campaign?
No.
It's funny when they came into my office and they're like, we're just tired of having conversations. We just want to go do stuff and make stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't see padlocks on my door, and I didn't ask to have this conversation, so I'm not quite sure what you're doing here. So it's up to them to bring it. Show me how to do the hands again.
No.
Come on.
You're not going to do it right, and I'm just accepting it.
We're taking their work and we're presenting it. You know it's their baby because they present it the way they envisioned it.
Like that. Like
this.
But you're just not going to.
Come on. What am I doing different?
I'm a little nervous that the sandwich talking puppetry action won't translate as well, but
without you doing it, well, it's hard. You get fixated on the way somebody presents it.
Yeah. And then this one gets here and it's like, girl, you are looking flavorized.
Should I go falsetto on that?
Well,
girl, you are looking flavorized.
This is when the pressure really turns on us as the pitch team, which is, how are you going to make this presentation great?
Yeah!
How's that?
I want to make sure we're not missing anything. There were so many ideas that we've talked about. I can just see me sitting in Connecticut and go, hey, wait a minute, didn't we have an idea for it? Oh.
You morning zombie? Zambi? Choose on breakfast yummy at Subway.
Do you want to do a couple of different sizes? And can we redesign these coupons? These just look like ass. In this mad scramble, there's a lot of we can forget. And then somehow making this logo bigger somehow. This really, the type looks like if it's in white. This background is for please. Thank you. Making these things real with video and with sound. It's good pitch theater, but it brings the idea to life. That's what you really want to do, is you want to make sure that it's like they go, God, that's exactly how it would be.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action!
Every single day, you wake up up feeling so hungry. You want to start fresh with yourself, eating greasy brown food that tastes so yucky.
We are right on that line between being overproduced and being like a kind of, you know, YouTube-y type video. So I want it to be something that you could imagine a group of kids putting together.
I don't think we want to focus on food in any of this. We got the food thing up here at the table.
The fact that they're not reacting at all feels really
All right, guys.
This is called Too Many Cooks in the Kitchen.
You'll be a very short, sweet cameo.
I mean, you know what? At that point, it's so over the top to bring him in. Why not?
The kind of freestyle that he was doing on the video, he has to listen to it and play back and lip sync to it because it's too hard to do it live. He could do it, but he might mess up.
The idea that we're taking Mac Lethal with us to Connecticut is one of those calculated risks. If it bombs, we could lose the pitch.
Losing more than I love winning. It's a lot like figure skating. Put on your pretty sequin outfit, you just try to stick to your routine. You don't worry about the other sequin outfits around you. You don't worry about the judges. You go skate your routine, and you hope to God that they think you're good.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you. Tony.
Good to see you.
Chad. Hey, looking forward. It's always a good thing. Yeah.
The idea is we got two ideas to share with you. You asked for options. We've got 1 and 2. So our first idea is help us give breakfast a makeover. Let's fix breakfast. So I want to explain this construct a little bit to you because it's a little bit bizarre, a little bit weird in a good way. The sandwiches themselves end up becoming the heroes. Now, the sandwiches are going to talk, but they're not going to open up and talk like this. They're just going to move a little bit, kind of in a little stop motion way. Open on the set of a talk show. Just like any other talk show, except this show is hosted by Subway Breakfast Sandwich. Studio audience is comprised also of Subway Breakfast Sandwiches. And the host says, "Welcome back to Let's Fix Breakfast. Today we're going to make over Jenny's breakfast. Here's what Jenny used to eat." And you see the before shot up there on the left. And as that is displayed to the audience, you hear this, oh, just horrible. "Are you ready to see what Jenny's breakfast looks like now?" And the music swells, and out comes a jaunty Subway muffin melt stacked with delicious veggie options. And she says to the sandwich, "Girl, you are looking flavorized."
The last thing you want to do is blow a presentation in the pitch room. You don't want to blow it.
The audience goes, "Yay!" The music swells, and out comes a jaunty Subway muffin melt stacked with delicious veggie options. And she says to the sandwich, "Girl, you are looking flavorized." Subway, let's fix breakfast. Anyway, so the next thing we've got here, music is huge. It's like social currency here. Freestyle breakfast. We stumbled on this guy. His name is Mac Lethal. 13 days ago, he uploaded a video onto YouTube about making pancakes. And now it has almost 9 million views. In fact, it may be over 9 million. And most importantly, was called by McKinney to do something for Subway.
Every single day, you wake wake up feeling so hungry. You wanna start fresh, but you're still eating greasy brown food that tastes so yucky. It's so disgusting. What a waste of money. Wake up your taste buds and do a freestyle at Subway. Put a little onion, pepper, cheese, and some tomato on my Western egg and cheese, and there's no way for me to say no. Add a little parmesan, touch a bullet sauce, and I can start my day. That looks delicious. Or maybe I can have a breakfast and team out with a cup of coffee so delicious and fresh. Nobody can stop me. We're just bringing the rolls of breakfast. Come and spend your morning at Subway. That looks amazing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wake up your taste buds and do a freestyle at Subway.
So we really like that. And last but not least, we wanted to do a customized freestyle rap for you. So we have brought Mr. Mac Lethal into your world headquarters.
Subway got Blake Griffin jumping over a car. Michael Phelps got 8 gold medals, oh, what a star. So when I'm thinking about the reason, and it's the sandwiches in the season, and I promise you, if Subway didn't open tomorrow, the world would be upset. Subway's not something that you can go replace. People across the world's loving it, eating it, we know the taste. Changing the face of fast food with the marketing smarts of Tony Pace. Would someone please get on your email or your mobile phone to get this man a Black Forest ham with some provolone? Subway, you need to roll with Team McKinney. We're increasing your sales and enhancing your ads. It helped me lose 25 pounds. It's a Subway nation. We're waving Jared's pants like a flag. Yeah.
I'm literally going to end with thank you. We did allow time for Q&A. Love to sit down and take your questions. Thanks again for the chance.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I actually have a question, or just a comment from what you recall. Part of the brief we talked about was, at the end of the day, we got to remember we're selling food, and you got to make sure that there's plenty of, that really looks good. I've got to go get that today.
We're going to make it look delicious no matter when we show it.
Okay. Thanks very much. Enjoy
Thanks.
Breakfast zombies. They're just going through their routine, and they have to wake up. This is the giant wake-up call. So that's what this campaign is about. How do we get people out of their mindless breakfast zombie state?
Every morning, millions of Americans eat breakfast they don't even really know they're eating. Stumbling through mindless breakfast routines they lost control of long ago. Eating things they know only by a number. From places that should just stick to burgers. These are breakfast zombies. Zambies. Get it? Zambies aren't man-eating monsters who smash through walls and steal your brain. They're just regular people who've stopped thinking about what they eat for breakfast and who move at half speed and have trouble closing their mouths all the way. If only we could get through to them and tell them about the breakfast masterpieces they could be creating at Subway. They'd be happier, healthier breakfast people who don't walk into closed doors and choke on their napkins. Subway. No be Zambi.
Look, talking words. You breakfast, Zambi? You know, think about where go breakfast? Just grab brown circle food because fast. Stop, do. Go Subway. No be Zambi.
No Be Zambi actually fits pretty well with Subway because I think you're trying to interrupt the normal habitual routine at breakfast, but I think we'd want to talk more about how that, exactly how that fits with the brand.
It's like we want to stay within the brand, but we're trying to break people out of their habit.
Great. Well, thank you very much. You guys did excellent work.
We had a blast.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
We had a blast.
Yeah, I think McKinney probably, for me, had a more strategic starting point. I thought they actually really got the challenge and translated that very well into the insights and the creative.
Zambies, zombies, that stuff is clearly in the language and in the culture for 18 to 24-year-olds. I think they really understood the target.
In either of the two, I didn't find any appetite appeal.
Yeah, I guess.
I got variety and customization in some of it, but I didn't get that, gee, the food is so good there. I just can't wait to eat it.
I think when we sat in the conference room and waited and realized that an answer was coming, then it's like, oh my gosh. You start to go back and think about what was the client's reaction, what did their eyes say, to try to get a read on, did we win or not?
Hello there. Hi. How are are you guys?
Good.
The thing about these kind of decisions is that they always come down to kind of a pretty narrow margin. Congratulations. You won.
Wow.
I'm never playing poker with you.
For this particular project, we needed to go with somebody else. You know, you guys displayed a heck of a lot of passion today, which always carries a lot of weight with me personally. So,
Good.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much.
Okay.
There were instrumental people in every discipline back at McKinney who aren't getting to share in this moment tonight, but they are the backbone of what made us win.
I think the important thing is to not get caught up in the game. As a creative guy who had to find models for management out there, I always look at basketball coaches. It's sort of the John Wooden mentality. He never spoke about winning or losing. Never. He always talked about process. You throw up the best shot you can with the most perfect form, and if it doesn't go in, you did everything you can. You do what you think is right, and then you just let it go. You do not worry about the outcome.
You know, we said to everybody that it doesn't matter win or lose, it's being proud about what you take, right? I mean, but you want to win. We faced a real agency, you know, and at the end of the day, you want to beat real competitors and you want it to be a big thing, and we want to.
Agency is really emotionally invested in something like this. It's one of those things that makes, you know, this business worth it. The deafening cheer that went up, that'll stay with me for a long time.
Every week.
This is a business without rules.
Two rival ad agencies.
We need big ideas.
No second place.
We want to win.
The Pitch premieres with a new episode Monday, April 30th, only on AMC.